Hey everybody, Average Gamer here. Just wanted to do a quick little announcement here, and that announcement is Superpower Ultimate the series is actually going to start on Tuesday. Today is Monday, the day was supposed to start up, but today is the decision date. So this is an announcement. I want to make what country we're going to play as. Unfortunately, because of recording, I can't show the UI. Give me one quick second here. There we go. Okay, I'm back to being able to talk again. And we have the UI. Okay, so I'm starting to get a really bad headache, so I've still got a Supreme Ruler episode, Supreme Ruler Ultimate to do, so hopefully I'm going to be able to sneak that in. But, single player. So what we're actually going to play as is, as it's starting to connect here, so in this episode, we're basically just going to select the country, and that's it. So I've had lots of people saying, Russia, Egypt, Iceland, Brazil, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Honduras, Cuba, the UK, the United States. What I decided to do in this episode is pick a country that I know it's going to be hard to play as. So what I did was I went by profile. I wanted to go something in the country that had really good economic, was really good money-wise, not the greatest when it comes to military power, and not the greatest when it comes to political power. And these are the 5 countries right here that came to mind. So Grenada, Gaza Strip in the West Bank, Papua New Guinea, Bangladesh, and Paraguay. So these countries are good economically, but are bad military-wise, and politically not the greatest. So then I thought, well, what about a country that's half militant, partially militant, and partially economically or politically meh. Okay, Paraguay still there. Nice, right? I went, well, what about government there and military and government there? Got Mexico, Colombia, the Philippines, Malaysia. So I went and looked and went, well, where is my country of Canada? And there we are right there. So we're pretty good politically, military-wise. We don't have the big military, but we have the military technology. And economically, we're really good. Then I thought, what would be a fun thing to do? And that is bring everyone under Canadian control. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick Canada. We're actually play as the political party, but we're actually going to pick the Canadian Alliance, which is the Progressive Conservative. There it is. The Conservative Party. Confirm that. We're not going to give ourselves any time limits, any actual things here. What we are going to do, we're going to start the game. We're going to pause it right off the bat, and we're going to change a few things. One, we're going to change our government type to single-party democracy, and we're going to declare martial law. That's the first thing. Second thing, we're going to go into international laws and look at things. Well, first off, I'm not too worried about religion except for other. You're going to be, you're going to be illegal. For overall laws, no one is entitled to freedom of speech. No one is entitled to the freedom of demonstration. Not to worry about women suffraging. They have as many kids as they want. Contraception is not permitted because we want our population up as fast as we can. Abortion, not permitted. Child labor is going to be permitted. Polygamy, permitted. Same-sex marriage, could care about that. And we're the only country government in power. Immigration, we're open. Emigration, we're closed. No one can leave the country. We're going to turn that on. Treaty-wise, we're happy with the way it is. Oh, here's some information here. So, warning political advisor. The population is turning on you. I really don't care. Military-wise, we're not too worried about anything here for the moment. Economically, we're going to bring this up. So right now we're 1.9 billion in the hole, and we're in the hole 20 billion. We should be paused. We're at 20 billion in the hole every day. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to equal out our research, up our tourism, up our telecom infrastructure, up our government infrastructure, and then cut everybody else to even. So we're spending a fair amount of money on stuff here. That's okay. Foreign aid, you're going to 0 automatically. Right? I'm going to go to diplomacy and take a look to see if we're giving anybody money. Now, this isn't like geopolitical simulator where you're actually giving countries money. Here, you actually are giving people things. Here, all members receive a bonus to their resources. We're good there. That's an economic partnership. Cultural exchange, no big deal there. Human development, no big deal there. Noble cause, no issues there that we have to worry about. Economic aid, on the other hand, this is the International Development Association. It's an overall international thing. Countries A pay up to 10% of their resource import needs for domestic consumption to countries on side B. So we're giving countries like Albania, Afghanistan, Angola, Argentina, a whole bunch of countries, China even, a whole bunch of money basically. Now we give them up to the maximum of 10% of what we use anyway, so I'm not worried right now as to all of that stuff. So we're good there. Unit upkeep, we really don't have... What? Password login minus what? Oh, that's kind of screwy. That's really screwed up. Oh well. Deployment security, here we go. We have 3, 6, we have 7 special forces units that I'm actually going to tell them all to go. No, I want you to train actually. We're going to train our special forces. Or covert forces. What I'm going to get these guys to do long term is to, well, cause some problems overseas. Let them do their thing. Click there, close that, and damn it, spacebar is not on pause. And we're going to go over this. Okay, so if you've never played Superpower 2 before, this is Superpower 2. It's a geopolitical simulator to a point. It's rather arcadey in my eyes. It's fun. It's pretty easy, to be honest with you. It ends up in world conquest every time I've ever played. Someone somewhere always goes insane, and everyone goes to war, to be honest with you. This episode's only going to be about 10 minutes long or so. The plan here is to do just that. We are going to put everyone under the yoke of Canadian control. Everyone will be a member or a province of Canada by the end of this whole thing. Overall, our corruption 7.8. That should be going down as time progresses. Our government stability as well took a big hit, but it will go up. It's already 59.8, and I believe every day, well, there you go, 59.9. So for us, our stability is good, and our corruption. We want our corruption as low as it can go, and our stability as high as it can go. Approval rating, we really don't care too much about our approval rating, but pressure. International pressure can cause problems internally, so you got to worry about that. I usually, when I play, have this screen up, oh, and this screen up. I usually play like this when I used to play. Boosh. I also usually have that moved out of the way. There we go. And usually this is how I... Oh, well, sorry, that was my bad. That there. This here. And that there. Boom. Oh, actually, it reminds me. I want to increase our tax rate to 47%. 45. 7. Boom. Yeah, I know. And we're going to put the speed to 4. The whole point here is to equal out everything there and slowly make enough money that we can average everything out. Infrastructure, I want to increase as time progresses as well. Perfect. Propaganda, people will like us. Environment, healthcare, education. Foreign aid, I want to keep it 0 the entire time. And then research is going to go up. Perfect. Oh, we're good there for now. What happened is infrastructure, the higher your infrastructure, the quicker you're able to build your units. The higher your education and the higher your research, the better it is for, research, for researching military units. What's this? Population's getting restless. I don't care. We're at 94% research utilization, which is fine. I have the AI running my resources, I believe. So we took a big hit at the beginning, and now it's slowly started to rise. That's for when you make a big change, it shows you, which is good. This is something they need in Supreme Ruler Ultimate, showing you the things you did. Telecom, it's going up. Infrastructure went down a little bit, but now it's on the way back up. Human development, it's up. Resources, it's going to be bouncing around for a while. Our overall budget. Oh, we're in the hole again. Let's cut some stuff there. Whoop. That's no big deal. Telecom and tourism, the higher that is, the more it actually brings in money for your country. I'm actually going to cut taxes, actually, is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to bring this down to 35%. There we go. Certain things you don't have to worry about in this game. Things like inflation, you don't have to worry about. The only main thing you really have to worry about in this game is basically is money, running out of it. I've never really had any issues. When it comes to all this stuff, I usually just let it go, to be honest with you. I really don't play around with the resources all that much. Management. Yeah, I really don't worry too much about resources. I believe I set it to that, and it will actually automatically do things for us when it comes to trade. Confirmations means that it's going to actually ask us stuff before it does it. Culverts. Okay, you're all trained. That's good. I'm going to keep trading them, though. Trade. Technology, money, and regions, which is good. We're still losing a little bit of money. Income. GDP, 24,000. See, so you can modify the interest rate. That should modify or increase or decrease your inflation. But I'm not really worried too much about inflation, to be honest with you. So 25, 142. You're maxed out, right? Yeah, you are. Right, what I'm going to do, I always like I said, I always like to keep this open. I'm going to go buy some units on the international market. Not many. Bunch of M113s. And basically anything American or Russian I'm going to buy. BTR. WZ501 is Chinese. Yeah, BTR is Russian. The BTR there's Russian. BMP is Russian. BRDM. BMPs. BTR. BMP. To see how much money we got here. Actually, let's start at the bottom. BTRs, M113, Bradley, M113s, M113. One of the things I don't like is the fact that when you buy or when you spend money, it doesn't tick over till the next day. So the whole plan here is to basically build up our military. The lab there is German, M113. I have Oh, that and the fact that you actually have the ability to research your own units as well. That is a really awesome part of this game, I have to admit. M113s, BMR, BRDM, MTBs, AUTs, M113s, BMP. Kind of wish you could buy multiple different things. You can also buy not the full amounts if you wanted to, which is good. I know there's an international market for weapons. Now the AI really, I've noticed, doesn't really buy much off the international market. So usually, if you see something on the international market, you're gonna get it. There's no like bidding process. Kind of wish there was. I kind of wish it like there is an actual more international market-esque, kind of like the eBay of weapon deals and weapons and stuff like that. Wow, we've spent a lot of money on units. Lots of land units. We have 15,600 land units now. Obviously, it's not even close to our neighbor to the south yet. But long story, later on down the road, we'll be able to do something. Guidelines. Shilkas are always good. Vulcans, the Americans. Another American Vulcan there. Oh, the Hawks. I think those are... I'm thinking Roland. I think it was guidelines. I was going to say it was German. Nope. Gainful. Gopher. We need some aircraft, though. When you look at our Air Force is really, really kind of behind the times. Let's go with some attack helicopters. Let's buy some Heinz. Heinz. More Heinz. There's a lot of Heinz on sale in the international market, actually. Holy crap, there is a lot. Some Kiowas, some Apaches, some Super Cobras. We're 2 point... well, we're running a little bit into the... Spend a little more money than we actually have. So I was going to wait and let that tick over. That'll take a couple days, a couple months to kind of catch up. Let's look at our 26,000 is the average stuff here. So overall, we've cracked down on our people. Attack helicopters, transport choppers, really don't need those. Submarine choppers, really don't need those. Fighter aircraft, MiG-29s, sure, I'll take a lot of you. Anything up to date, really up to date. Oh, some more MiG-29s. Oh, F-16s. F-16s, F-15s. F-14s, F-18s. That's pretty good. Oh. We're kind of getting to a spotter attack aircraft. Take some Harriers. No, and there's no bombers yet available on the international market. I'm going to cut some spending in the environment and in propaganda. Healthcare and education are going to take priorities here. Boom. Smarter people get, and the more healthier people get, the happier they get. The lower your propaganda amount is, the more other countries actually will like you. A lot of countries aren't going to like us, though, because of some of the things that we're already doing. So, and we're making no money from trade. This is okay. Our resources are something that I would prefer. Our economic health is really good. We don't have the greatest navy in the world, so meh. But our amount of money that we're getting is kind of going up and down a little bit. We're at 700. It's slowly ticking down. Because something's going up. What's going up? It's kind of funny when you look at personal taxes. It's funny. We get this thing is always going to go down no matter what. It's at the end of every month we get paid, so it's one of those things where I haven't played the game in a long time, so I will admit I am going to be kind of rusty. I guess every 7 days we get money, something like that. But that is going to be the end of this episode. So in this episode, we have cracked down politically on our government and our country, and we bought some military units. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.